This morning, the class action lawsuit alleging commission price fixing in the Toronto real estate market is facing its first major milestone. The defense is seeking a dismissal, arguing that the lawsuit is baseless. For more, we are joined this morning by Toronto Realty blog author and broker David Fleming. Welcome to your morning in the studio.
Yes, of course. Good to be back.
I was just saying to you, I know your bookshelf off by heart, but it's great to have you here in the studio.
Thank you.
This, at the heart of this class action lawsuit, is what's called the Buyer's Brokerage Commission Rule. So that effectively forces anyone listing their homes on MLS here in Toronto to offer commission to a buyer's agent. I kind of feel like this has been a long time coming. Can you help explain, first of all, the commission rate?
Sure. So you reference a buyer brokerage commission. So when it comes to listing your home for sale, you typically sign an agreement with a listing brokerage. You pay a fee, and then usually half or some of that fee is offered as an inducement to a buyer agent. So this suit is alleging that there is a fix of 2.5%, I believe, which is what the suit said, that basically forces people to offer that. So, I mean, I'll be honest, I don't see it, and there must be more to the case, but if you go on MLS right now, you'll see a lot of 2% commissions, a lot of 0.5% to 1% for the discount brokerages. There's a lot that offer $1, which is effectively a for sale by owner, where you, as a buyer agent, have to negotiate directly with the seller. So we'll see ultimately where the case goes, and I think there's probably more to this than meets the eye.
A lot of people watching this one. The average house price in Toronto is just over $1 million. The standard 2.5% buyer's agent commission on that would be, of course, $25,000. So that is on top of the seller agent's commissions. Other markets, like in the United Kingdom, for example, they don't have a buyer's brokerage commissions. How did our system come to be?
Wow, there's a lot in there. So two very good points. So first, talk about the system. So if you go back, say, 60, 70, 80 years, if you as a buyer wanted to purchase a property, you would physically walk into a brokerage and say, what do you have for sale? If they had something that you liked, you would buy it through them, through the seller's agent. So that was multiple representation. It's a conflict of interest, but that was the standard. Now, if you wanted, let's say, to have representation and you hired an agent, they would still only show you their listings under contract. So that's anti-competitive as we would know it today. Eventually, someone had the bright idea to say, why don't we cooperate? Why don't we offer a brokerage commission, say half of our listing fee, to a buyer agent for bringing us a buyer? And that's the system that we have today, where everyone cooperates and you have the MLS system. Now, you mentioned the UK, which is fascinating because I think theirs is the most bizarre system in the world. So Google, and I implore everyone at home to Google the term gazumping, G-A-Z-U-M-P-I-N-G, which means that if you, Anne-Marie, and your family are living in London and you own a house, and then you go and buy a bigger house, you prepare for closing and you move your kids into that school district and you start to buy furniture, but a week before closing, somebody else comes and offers better terms and conditions and they buy the house. It's crazy, right? But that is their system.
Means you got gazumped? Is that how I would use that?
Yes, you got gazumped.
All right.
And then you pull the rug out from the buyers of your house, and it's on and on and on in a chain. So their system is awful. People reference the Australian system with open auctions, and I can tell you, I've done the research. Most of the properties don't actually sell. They're reserve bids. So the grass is always green on the other side. The system we have here works. People just need to understand it.
But who's it working for? I mean, customers would argue that it's not really working for me. And it seems to be all the control is in the real estate agency. How could it change the game if this goes through?
I'll be honest, I don't think there's a lot of merit to it just from what I see. But to entertain your hypothetical, if this were to get some legs, usually lawsuits are settled out of court with some sort of settlement. Some people might get some money, and that'll be the last you hear of it. I mean, there have been a lot of lawsuits at the industry level over the years. Nothing's really been successful, but I'll be interested to see what happens. It's a very interesting case.
How do you think things are looking for the lawsuit?
I don't see it personally because routinely, like I've sold properties this year, I received 2% commission, 2.25, 2.5. So the idea that there's this fix doesn't make any sense because a quick view of MLS shows you that there isn't.
Okay, you know what, I'm gonna leave it there for time because I have so many other questions for you.
We need our own show basically about real estate.
I'm there, I am there. David, thanks for coming in for this.
For sure, thanks very much.
All right, and just a note to this interview, we reached out to both the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board and the Canadian Real Estate Association. Both of them declined to comment as this issue is before the courts.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.